In an effort to appease Ainsley and Brynn's publisher, Lucy had come up with a different kind of book tour. 4 mistletoe stops in towns that could have been the setting for Brynn's newest release. Towns a little off the beaten path, a little less populated. In true Ainsley fashion, though, the woman had taken Lucy's idea and run with it, asked readers to nominate their hometowns for the mistletoe stops, and then unleashed the avalanche of emails onto Lucy's already full plate. Not that Lucy had minded. She'd sifted through the entries and deliberately chosen towns with main streets and independent bookstores, corner cafes instead of conference centers. Because, while the last tour had been deemed a success thanks to large venues packed with enthusiastic, energized fans, Lucy realized it had had the opposite effect on the author herself. Although Brynn hid it well, Lucy had been working as her assistant long enough to tell she was completely drained. After every event, Brynn would retreat to her room or slip out of the hotel when no one was looking. Behavior totally out of character for the vivacious woman who'd always enjoyed spending time with her fans. Maybe it was burnout. Maybe it was writer's block. But in Lucy's mind, the remedy was the same: rest. Another message from the airline suddenly popped up on screen, and she saw the word "canceled" before the notification banner disappeared. Okay, maybe they should have stayed in Tennessee. Tennessee had small towns. What it rarely had was snow. But Brynn had seemed intrigued by the thought of a white Christmas, and Lucy would take intrigued over indifferent any day. She walked over to the desk, flipped open her laptop, and did a quick one-handed hunt and peck search for another airline. "Lucy, did you hear what I said?" Ainsley's voice held a bit of an edge now, a blade honed from years of getting her way. "Mutiny," Lucy murmured. She mentally scrolled through images from last night's event. The owner of the coffee shop served homemade Christmas cookies and cinnamon lattes. The readers took selfies with Brynn and got an autographed copy of Meet Me Under the Mistletoe to take home. There were twinkly lights and Christmas carols playing in the background, too. "All of that sounds great," Ainsley said, but apparently there was one missing ingredient. "What's that?" Lucy clicked a few more links and mentally tucked away another fun fact about Wisconsin. The state had a lot more small towns than airports. She opened a new tab and started to search for rental cars. Trace Hunter. "Trace?" Lucy almost choked on the word. "What do you mean they want Trace? Trace isn't... He's not even the hero in Brynn's book." "Well, everyone is demanding that he be the hero in her next one," Ainsley said. "There's already a buzz, Lucy. Pre-order sales are going to be off the charts." Lucy pressed one hand against her heart. Not a tap dance. Freestyle kickboxing. Brynn hasn't said anything about her next book, including if she planned to write one. "I know you were sure a meet and greet with the hero wouldn't work this time." Ainsley let her disapproval dangle in the air, a reminder that Lucy was the one who'd made the decision to temporarily nix what had become the highlight of Brynn's previous book tours. "But this is a great promo opportunity. It shouldn't be too hard to find someone to play Trace for the rest of the mistletoe stops on the tour." Now, Lucy was panicking. "Trace is a secondary character," she felt compelled to point out again. "Not to mention he's a thief." "Reformed thief," Ainsley corrected. "Now he's a PI who retrieves things from the bad guys in his spare time. Kind of like a modern-day Robin Hood." Lucy's back teeth snapped together. "He's cynical and brooding and handsome." "Sure," Lucy muttered. "Just ask him." "He's daring, charming, a rule breaker and a heartbreaker. Until he meets his one true love." Lucy stifled a groan. Ainsley had obviously fallen for Trace Hunter, too. "I'll contact the talent agency we've worked with in the past," Ainsley continued. "I'm sure they can find some candidates that fit Trace's description, and Brynn can choose the one she likes best." Even if she agreed...